It's the first meeting of the season between VGK and the New Jersey Devils in Brick City. Will the Golden Knights snap this 4-game losing streak and get a dub before they go to Boston? More after this on Locked On Golden Knights.
You're Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hi again, everyone. You could tell by that rocky start that this must be recorded at night.
Tony Brick City, I had no idea. Is that because their basketball team sucks, or why is it Brick City?
No, that's what they call Newark. That's my old stomping grounds, bro. That's where I grew
up. That's why I'm asking.
In the hood.
I have no idea what
they call it Brick City because it's all freaking bricks. That's it. Tony Cardasco / media guy / marketing consultant, along with Chris Golick. Do not censor me tonight. I told Chris that before we went on the air. It's an inside joke, I suppose. Collectibles editor for the Hockey News and Golden Knights season ticket holder. Also ahead on today's show, news that Bruce Cassidy and Pete DeBoer might have blacklisted Logan Thompson and kept him off of Team Canada. Oh, 86th. The drama.
86th.
And our locks of the night and predictions. We are brought to you today by Gametime. Download the Gametime app today. Use that promo code LOCKEDONNHL. You'll receive $20 off of your first purchase. What time is it, Golick?
Nighttime. Spicy time. Gametime.
Nighttime.
Stop with
it. It is Gametime too. Okay. So VGK will make its latest attempt tonight, coming up Thursday night, to come out of its slumber, if you will. The Golden Knights are in the midst of a 4-game losing streak. And at one point this season, VGK, they looked like they were going to be runaway winners in the Pacific Division, if not winning the President's Trophy. Remember all that chatter about that? And now they're going to play against their toughest opponent so far on this New York triangle, if you will. The Golden Knights are 7-11-2 against Eastern Conference foes, Chris, and VGK just 2-8-1 against teams from the Metropolitan Division. We've got the Devils now in third place in the Metro, and this is not an easy spot for VGK.
You said 2-5-3. I think it's like 3-8 or 3-9-3 or something. Like whatever it is for the goal, it's bad right now. This is. This is
2-8-1 against the Metro. 2-8-1 against the Metro.
Yet some clown wanted to talk to me on Twitter about how the Metro is a soft division. Yeah, then claim to be a
pretty good now.
Too.
Very soft.
Yeah, goofball. So New Jersey. What do we expect out of New Jersey? I guess number one, defensively, they're pretty good. 5th lowest goals allowed at 139 goals. For comparison, the Golden Knights have given up 151 goals. Golden Knights are still, looks like, 6th overall in scoring at 178, but that has dropped off significantly. Devils only 8 goals behind at 170, but I'll bet the Devils in their last 10 have scored a few more. 4-4-2 for the Devils in their last 10 as well, so they're fine. They're middling. Watch out for Jack Hughes. Watch out for Jesper Bratt. Watch out for Nico Hischier, Timo Meier. Luke Hughes,
Hischier's out.
Young defenseman.
I think Hischier's still out. He's still out.
Hischier's out. Okay. Paul Cotter. Paul Cotter. Welcome back, Cotter.
Welcome back. Welcome back, Cotter.
I still haven't watched that ding-dang show, but yeah. 12 goals, 6 assists, 18 points. I feel like all of those came in the first 3 games of the season.
Will VGK have its 12th forward back in the lineup tonight, be it Raphael Lavoie, someone from the greater Henderson area, or even Caden Korzak? Will he be the 12th forward? I can't.
Let's not do that again.
I just can't.
No, listen, it's, this 11-7 stuff is tough. And to be fair, the Golden Knights got through it against the Islanders. They played a winnable brand of hockey when you look at a lot of the metrics of that game. So they got through it. So hopefully Lavoie will create a little bit better balance. And I think my biggest question, Cassidy, good decision. Changing 2 of the 3 defensive pairs, splitting up the turnstiles of Noah Hannafin and Alex Pietrangelo. experiment failed, but good to try, but experiment failed taking the top line and moving Mark Stone off of it. So I think the first thing I would love to see tomorrow night with the same defensive pairings is get back the Eichel, Stone, and Barbashev line. If that's the only one that can score goals, fine, whatever. Put it out there. If there's some depth scoring and VGK gets lucky, fine, but get back to that top line.
I have to ask you, okay, so they got stuck at 11-7 with that configuration, but they knew that Pearson was injured. When did Pearson get injured? That's the big question. And why didn't they replace him at some point? And then, of course, Lavoie gets sick, so they're stuck with that 11-7 look.
It's a fair question, and some of this is going to have to do with salary cap implications. Some of it's going to have something to do with putting players up and down. You can only put players up and down from the American League for so long before they'd have to go through waivers. That's why we're not seeing Rondbjerg. Rondbjerg was 1 game away, I believe, from having to clear waivers should he have gotten sent back down. So that's why you're probably not going to see him, Rondbjerg, anymore this season. Unless
I saw him at the throw game the other night.
Fair enough. Okay, there you go.
Drinking a beer. Yeah.
So there you go. Perfect. He's old enough. Anyway. Maybe probably not, but anyway,
I think they all had beers. Okay, never mind.
Popcorn, expensive. On an American League contract, that's tough to afford.
That's tough to afford nowadays.
But no, I mean, I think that's the answer to that question. It's got to do with waivers and things like that.
Fair.
Probably thought they could get through the game, and they played a winnable game. Like, I know, as bad as the game was, they played a winnable game. Sorokin, give them credit. Unfortunately, they're in the middle of this slump right now, so it doesn't really, make you feel a whole lot better about the outcome.
Who will be the savior for the Vegas Golden Knights? I mean, you talked about the top line. What's scary, VGK is playing the Devils, and Jack Eichel has 66 points. This is not good. That's an omen, bro. Scary time.
Also is 666. Never mind. I got
no, it's not. Okay. The Devils come off of that 7th round shootout win over the Penguins on Tuesday night. Timo Meier with the game-winning goal in the shootout. Jack Hughes scoring twice. Nico Dawes in net, stopping 25 of 27 shots. It was his first appearance of the season. A lot of talent on this Devils team. And they also are doing it without, between the pipes, Jacob Markstrom. He has that MCL sprain.
He got crashed into that one game. Yep.
MCL sprain, so he's out. And so they're having to rely on Jake Allen and then Dawes. And Allen has really good numbers, but not good results. I think 2.68, 905, and his record is 8-10-1. And so between the pipes, I think it'll be pretty interesting for the Devils. It will be Allen's turn on Thursday night, and they'll be taking on the one and only Aiden Hill.
The 905, that's the important number right there. The puck luck as to why he's 8-10. I don't know what this situation is.
You didn't comment. It says petty party. That's for the next segment.
I saw that.
Okay.
905 save percentage. Jake Allen, I feel like he's kind of a timeless treasure. Why do I feel like VGK was possibly in on him a few years back?
I think they were in on him. They're in on everyone.
No, that's fair. And honestly, you look at Nico Dawes, that game that he had. I don't know if there's a chance he's going to stick or not. But if the Golden Knights all of a sudden don't,
no, they've been rotating. They've been rotating back and forth. New Jersey.
Like I said, Markstrom, I think it was a foreseeable future type thing, not a very endearing term as far as how long it could possibly be where he's going to be out. So Jake Allen, journeyman. I feel like the Golden Knights haven't done great against him. Montreal before this and some other teams. He's been all over the National Hockey League. But again, I guess it's a backup goalie theoretically, so that works in the Golden Knights' better interest. But again, it's an Eastern Conference team. You rattled off the numbers for the Eastern Conference for the situation with the Vegas Golden Knights. So Eric Haula, Paul Cotter, they always want to stick it to their former teams, maybe not in a negative manner, but you definitely got to imagine Paul Cotter would love nothing more than to score a goal or two and then just to give it to the boys in the locker room after the game. So, and the Golden Knights, they're literally at their lowest point, not this season, but as far as history goes, besides when they maybe missed the playoffs a few years back during the whole Robin Leonard debacle and all that stuff. So this is the lowest point in the franchise right now, even though, to be fair, with the glass being 2/3 empty, I'm not
2 points behind Edmonton, but Edmonton has a game in hand.
Well, but the Golden Knights are still 6th overall, and then that's goals against. So that's goals.
Yeah,
The Golden
watch
Knights
out
are
for
still 6th
the
overall,
Kings.
6th overall in points, 68, 630 points percentage. That's pretty solid. 619, 630 at home, 500 on the road, 12, 11, and 3. So when you look at these measurables, it's not terrible, but God, can they find a way to get 3 points in these last 2 games to at least
just play consistent? Okay? There's no consistency. For honest truth there.
I think it's
right?
Maybe just I don't know.
And back to Nico Hischier. He's been out since January 25th, 24 goals. He still leads the Devils in goal scoring. So they have pretty much well distributed as far as their scoring is concerned. Will VGK, here's a number for you.
No.
Because it is Super Bowl week and we like the props, okay? VGK defenseman over under 12 and a half shots because they had 13 against the Islanders. Total shots, 12 and a hook, VGK defensemen, the Blue Liners. Icings, will it be 5 or 6? 5 and a half. 5 and a hook. That's a bad call.
I'm going to say the Golden Knights defensemen will have under 13 shots, 12 and a half shots, because the Devils they're the fifth best defensive team in hockey as far as goals given up, where the Islanders come in at about 9 or so. So I just think there'll be a little bit less ice to go around, and we'll see. So if that's the line, I think it'll be a little bit under.
And if we do see that many shot attempts by the defenseman, again, I think it's spelling some sort of desperation for VGK. I do, in that they're trying to get
shots are
scoring.
They, Tony?
Well, they're trying to get scoring out of anyone and everyone. But then also, if your defensemen are trying to shoot the puck, they're pinching, right? They could get caught up in a rush. I'm just saying.
It's all fair. It's all very, very fair. And again, Cassidy
Don't censor me. Don't censor me.
Cassidy said that he wanted the defense to be more active sometime. Was that late October? It's all big mush right now.
It's a blur.
It's a big word scramble. And then Cassidy, and we were talking about the pressure, but there's a lot of things we can say right now about things as Cassidy have said. And can they limit the transition game? Can they give Hill the run support that's needed? Hill, that game against the Rangers wasn't too good. His couple games before that, I feel, were okay before the last Rangers game. So maybe Hill have a good start. I mean, this might be Hill's last start before the wonderful Four Nations. So, good Lord.
I didn't know where you were going. We might have had to have censored you. I know where you were going. It's not What the Friday. So
what the hell?
Coming up next, we think things are going to get juicy around here, if you will. So Steve Valiquette, the studio analyst for MSG Networks, he comes up with something on Sportsnet, and in an interview says that former VGK goaltender Logan Thompson wasn't selected by Team Canada because of personalities at the top. We discuss next right here on this edition as the petty party continues right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Why am I doing this solo again here on the screen? Okay, we're brought to you today by Gametime, and they have Super Bowl tickets. They have all the tickets that you need here. Mariah Carey's in town. I saw Mariah Carey tickets there. You can get them online there at Gametime or on your Gametime app, if you will. And as well, we've got Kenny Chesney coming to the Sphere. So many hot ticket deals to choose from. And of course, at Gametime, they have that new feature called Gametime Picks. It makes getting tickets for events even easier. Filters out all the fluff, and it shows you just the deals that you want to see. You don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. The super deal, that was especially impressive, offering the best value for the event. The app's features like seat views before you buy, all-in pricing with no surprise fees at checkout. That's my favorite, to be honest with you. And it just makes the experience smooth sailing. Plus, the on-time ticket delivery and the lowest price guarantee, it gives you peace of mind. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Gametime. Download the Gametime app today, create an account, use that promo code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off of your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account. Use the redeem code LOCKEDONNHL for $20 off. Download Gametime today. Last-minute tickets, lowest price guaranteed. back on this edition. You were ready. I faked you out there. You were ready to say game time. Back on this nighttime edition of Locked On Golden Knights from Las Vegas. We appreciate you making us your first listen every day. Thanks so much to a lot of those positive, negative type of comments about our show today on the X. That was really nice. I'm very negative, but what I say is the truth. It's kind of crazy. How could I be negative if it's true? Is that negativity?
Game time.
Game time. Okay, there it is. Take that off the screen. I like that. That was good. Okay, so stinking Team Canada and the Four Nations face-off. That's all you need to say, right? So
piss me off, yeah.
Okay, so Steve Valiquette. No, you can't be pissed off. You have to be frustrated on the show tonight. Steve Valiquette says Bruce Cassidy and Pete DeBoer blocked the hottest goaltender in the game today, Logan Thompson, from being on Team Canada on that roster, saying LT would have never have made the roster because Cassidy and DeBoer did not have a great experience with Thompson here in Las Vegas. And it's pretty interesting. And one of the things that Valiquette had said on this interview with Sportsnet was that he goes, yeah, they were saying about there were times when they wanted Thompson to play and he just wouldn't go out there, wouldn't want to play when they needed him to play on the ice. And I don't know if that's true or false or what the story is, but in any event, this is part of the VGK Petty Party. That should be a new segment, the Petty Party.
My turn? Okay. Yeah, no, listen, we knew this already. We knew this going into it. There was plenty of information out there. I feel pretty strongly based on some conversations that I had that the Golden Knights were heavily involved in Logan not getting selected.
They blocked him. They blocked him.
Let's set the table for a second, okay? Logan, again, this selection process happened late November. So December 1 or close to it is when the team got announced. Logan was doing very well at that time. And Adin Hill was too, to be fair. Adin Hill, I think, slowed down right maybe before the team was announced. But Adin Hill had a very good start. So Adin Hill deserves credit. Let's make sure we're fair about this. Binnington, I don't know about that. And Montembeault, that's another topic we can hit hard, never, ever again. So really, the issue is the timing, number one. And then maybe you have some tiebreakers coming in. Okay. Was Logan Thompson deserving to be on Team Canada when they announced this team in the end of November? I think the answer is yes, but I think a lot of people were waiting to see what was going to happen. What's he, 20-2 or something, whatever his regular season record is now. So he clearly didn't slow down. It's been very, I think, commonly known, and some of the coaches, I think, are behind this theory as well. Had they selected the team January 1, so 34 days ago, Logan would have been impossible to be turned down. And what's interesting reading here on this BR Open Ice post where all this broke earlier, the interesting thing about this are the comments from people outside of Vegas. Everyone is like, WTF, how is this happening? The Sky Avalanche forever. So management openly admits they're bringing the best players. They're not bringing the best players because of ego. Matthew McCabe, can't wait to have the worst goaltending in the tournament because we left one of these year's top goalies back home due to ego. These are some strong comments from throw out everything Vegas has to say about this. All right, throw out everything Vegas.
The Canadians are pissed.
Everyone's pissed. A lot of people are pissed right now. Everyone's pissed right now. So you go ahead and I'll take it from somewhere.
No, and it's so funny. I think, again, that my phone is listening to me here because my friend Kate from Canada just texted me, said, I need advice of a local booking a breakfast at the Venetian for 20 to 30 urologist, blah, blah, blah.
What does this have to do with Logan Thompson?
It just popped up from Canada. I said, hey, I'm not going to help you if you were the one that booed the American anthem. So that's my friend Kate in Canada. But back to this interview, though, and I thought it was pretty interesting. Steve Valiquette had some really good numbers and analysis of Logan Thompson. So check this out, Chris. 58 slot shots. How many goals has Logan Thompson given up? Shots right there in his face, right there in the crease.
2.
Zero. He's given up none on 58 attempts.
So his high danger save percentage is immaculate.
It's absolutely immaculate vibes, as they say in the fanboy media press box. And then they have this stat called positive game percentage. Positive game percentage.
I hate advanced stats. Keep going.
No, but these are good numbers. That's not a good number to tell you all those slot shots. The guy, look, this is what he's doing. I have to help his case here. Maybe they could trade him to Team USA or something. So when Shesterkin, won the Vezina, his positive game percentage was 81%. Last year, Omark was 89%. Logan Thompson, 91% positive game percentage, which means 91% of the time that he's in net, in all likelihood, he's going to win the game. Think about that number. Think about that. And he could very well be, he's right now, is he the front runner for the Vezina?
Hellebuck is the front runner because
you still think so?
Because of his volume.
Okay,
right now, yes. Now there's 37 game, whatever the number is, that could change. Hellebuck historically has had a moment of slowdown and fatigue because he plays 65 games.
You didn't like those numbers?
I love the number. No, I love the numbers. I do. I'm just not an advanced stats person, but those aren't really advanced stats either. Those are just.
I'm not a stat guy, right? I don't always throw stats at you.
Well,
those
are good.
Right? But let me just tell you a little bit more. So then they talked about his save percentage wherever he has played. And in the AHL, like 920, 943 save percentage. I mean,
he won the equivalent of the Vezina in the American League.
He did win that. That's right. Mm-hmm. And why? I think part of it, again, is just that they're so upset that Thompson wanted to play more minutes, more games. He wanted more action, and he asked for a trade away from the medieval empire. And that's it. He asked for a trade from the medieval empire, and that was it. Now, try to pile it on him, and they tried. They did. They took shots at him. State Run took a ton of shots at him and Marchessault, at all these guys, but now they're playing better. I'm telling you, if I hear them starting to go into this on State Run, I'm going to lose a fuse. If they start to talk about Logan Thompson and try to spin it in a different direction, I mean, everyone's in on this. Team Canada, hey, Chris, do not censor me. I'm telling you, Team Canada has been, for the Vegas Golden Knights, the biggest distraction since Robin Leonard. There. Is that okay?
That's a great quote, actually. That's actually, put that out there before we even put the show out there.
You can quote me again. They seem to like when you quote my quotes.
No, that's actually really good. That's actually,
I just came up with it because I don't prepare those things.
That was good. That's more fun. Where to go here? Listen, Logan Thompson, I'm sure there were some issues where he didn't get along with everybody. That's fine. He's a passionate dude. And
he's probably begging for time in between the pipes, right?
He's begging for time, and when he loses a game, he's not happy about it. He's not all Pete DeBoer happy-go-lucky about it, and he's passionate. And I've seen him in the locker room a couple times, like after a game, even after a game he wins, I've seen him storm out of the locker room all pissed off before. He's fiery, he's passionate, and all those numbers that you said, all he has done since the Golden Knights needed him to come in relief efforts in the 21-22 season is succeed. All he did with the Brandon Wheat Kings, all he did was succeed. All he did to get the attention from the Silver Knights and McCrimmon, he succeeded. And then, of course, succeeded very well with the Golden Knights. His numbers, the only thing that separates, I don't want to say only like it's not important, because it is important, but the only thing that does separates Logan Thompson and Adin Hill is the Stanley Cup run, and full marks to Adin. Like, nothing can be taken away from the effort that Adin Hill made in that 2022-23 Stanley Cup run. I will say that the defense also was a big part of that. It all clicked. It all came together, as it does for any championship team. Take that away, and their numbers are, I think, within 1/100th of each other as far as save percentage. Goals against were very close. Goals against aren't that important. Save percentage is what matters a lot more, in my opinion. The difference is that Logan Thompson has played more games when the two goalies were on the roster together. Logan's been more durable. And this year, Adin Hill has been durable. Give him credit, but his numbers are sliding. So is Adin Hill conserving himself for this distraction of the Four Nations and for the rest of the season? And Kelly McCrimmon should be thanking Logan right now, because Logan Thompson is driving Adin Hill's value down. Think about that for a second. Adin Hill is going to say, I want 6 times 6 to stay in Vegas, or I want 6 times 5 to stay in Vegas. And McCrimmon, who's a pretty good GM, he's pretty good at what he does. Look at the history of what the Golden Knights have accomplished. He's going to look at Adin and say, wait a minute, hold on. The goalie who wanted your job, we traded because we believed in you. He is kicking your butts out there. He is destroying Adin Hill right now as far as statistics, on the ice, everything that happens. There is no comparison right now to Adin Hill and Logan Thompson. And Logan Thompson doesn't compare to a lot of goalies in the league, besides a Connor Hellebuyck, a Sergei Bobrovsky. Like, he has put himself this season, we'll see if it lasts, we'll be fair, but this season he's an elite company right now. Adin Hill is not. So Adin Hill's going to approach Kelly and say, hey, I want 6 times 6, I want 6 times 5, I want 7 million. And Adin Hill or Kelly McCrimmon is going to say, dude, no. You want Logan Thompson money? Logan Thompson's better than you.
And that's it. That's a wrap, right? So
we can keep going again, with this segment for a while. I want to pull some out of the chamber, but I can't.
It comes to the forefront and what we thought could be happening all along. Again, he wants out from VGK, and then they come back with the sauce, and they have to make sure that they try to devalue him, try to muck up his name, what have you. So
this very isn't interesting on DeBoer at all. I will. Really fast, I'll put a bow on this thing. This is not on DeBoer. DeBoer,
how do you say that?
Has fought for Logan Thompson. I think DeBoer, at least at the time, was understanding of what was happening. Cassidy, no, F. Thompson, we don't want him on this team. He made sure to do his part because of the push that Adin Hill was getting. And really fast here, this is very quietly, this came out. I'm sure the Golden Knights love this. This could have been a topic by itself had this Logan Thompson news not come out. We didn't even get to this thing in The Athletic. Did you see this, Tony?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did. Go ahead.
Coach Cassidy was voted in the stats. Let me make sure I set the table right.
His approval rating is not that high.
Which coach out of 93 responses from players, which coach would you least like to play for? John Tortorella got over a third of the votes. That's fine. Whatever.
That's fair.
Bruce Cassidy was number 2. Bruce Cassidy was number 2 here. So what's up with that?
Let's take a break. When we return, we'll have our locks and predictions right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Welcome back on Locked On Golden Knights. What are you uttering there? We appreciate We appreciate everyone tuning in. Thank you so much. Of course, our everydayers everywhere around the globe. We appreciate all of you. We do appreciate all of those kind, sort of comments on Twitter today.
I appreciate the crap ones too, because people are usually wrong when they do it. They dump on us. And,
I like it. Did you see my tweet the other day? I was just like, okay, save all my tweets, please, because they're going to come back to bite you.
Comments on that. You wanted comments. You wanted people to give you crap, and you didn't even get it. And that tells you something.
Well, no, some people said saved. There were some people that, actually saved the tweet. So, okay, it's time for our locks and predictions.
Eichel's going to have a 51% face-off percentage, and they're going to see Tony, he's great at face-offs.
Don't forget Friday's WTF, Saturday sometimes, Chris and Chris Jr. show. Locks and predictions. So the Golden Knights, as we know, cannot handle the East. They cannot particularly handle the Metro, and they cannot handle dirty Jersey. 4-2 Devils. And I'm going to go with Barbashev and the 12th forward, whoever that might be.
So it might be nobody. It could be a ghost. It could be nobody.
You like that one, huh? Okay.
I'm pissed off right now. 6-1 Devils, Hanifin, Pietrangelo.
Hanifin. Is this one of the nights he's at the top of the scorecard?
Absolutely. He's going to be great tonight. He's going to be awesome.
What is the sign of a great game? Plus, minus. Positive, plus, minus. I just can't. It's not even WTF time yet, and we are on a roll.
Ask me anything.
I'm going to do that in the morning. I'm going to be at McCarran. I'm headed to New Mexico to broadcast some high school games, and I'm going to tweet from the airport. I'm at the airport. Ask me nothing. Ask me nothing. Thanks for joining the Petty Party here, the nighttime edition. We appreciate everyone tuning in. Friday WTF. For my man, Chris Golick, I'm Tony Cardasco from Las Vegas. Have a great night, everyone. Super Thursday, and we'll be back again on Friday right here on Locked On Golden Knights. And please take care.